Hey guys, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and for those who are new to my channel, hello, welcome. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. So I'm actually starting off where I left off. Does that make sense? Starting where I left off. I'm starting where I left off in the last video because this is gonna be the part 2 of the Q&A because you guys asked me so many questions. I sort of separated the questions into topics, sort of kinda. So yeah, this is part 2. If you guys haven't seen part 1 of the Q&A, I'll leave it linked down below. Go check it out. Let's get started with part 2 of the Q&A. Let's get it. What body part of a guy do girls like most? Asking for a mate. Shout outs to you, Xavier. For me, I really like upper body. Well, sort of like the whole package, but the main thing I look at is probably like the arms and the back. I really appreciate a guy with a good back and like sort of like the pecs area. I don't know if this is weird or if you girls look at it as well, but I'm really into like the neck area. I really appreciate a guy who has like a slim looking neck. I don't know, is that weird? Pretty sure this question was asking for like a body part, so probably a body part would have to be the back and buys. Let's just say back and buys. Do you currently have any guys? Oh, Natalia. All my friends will ask me these questions. I love it so much, but the answer to that is no. I currently am not seeing anyone. I'm not dating anyone. Your girl is single. What kind of guys do you like? Okay, that is a very, very broad question, but let's talk about personality wise in a guy, since we already spoke about like body parts. I really appreciate a guy that cares. Oh, I feel like every girl wants a guy that cares about them, but I really like it when a guy shows that they care. Guys that can take a joke and there's a lot of like banter. I really look for a guy with a good personality. I hate having conversations with guys, well, like in general, when it's just so boring. When it's like, oh, how was your day? Good. How was yours? What'd you do today? What are you doing? Like, I literally hate conversations like that because it's so boring and I feel like it doesn't really flow in. Basically a guy who can keep a conversation going without me getting bored. I also do really appreciate a guy that listens, not just listens and forgets, but like actually listens to me. Wow. I swear I'm not that picky. I'm just answering the question. You guys are probably like, damn, this girl is so picky. That is why she's single. But no. How do you manage to keep boys out of your life during high school? How do I even answer that question? Like, okay, you just don't let them get to you, girl. Don't focus on the boys, focus on your studies, and that's how you keep them out of your life during high school. How to get over fuckboys? Okay, get your popcorn out again because I'm here to give you solid advice that I should take myself. But I want to share you guys some tips on how to get over? No, yeah. First of all, he's not worth your time. You are better than that. He's only talking to you because he wants to get in your pants. He does not care about your emotions. He's gonna pretend that he cares about you and cares about your feelings, but honestly, in the end, his main goal is to get in your pants. That's what goes on in a boy's mind. And also, if this boy keeps messaging you, just don't reply, keep him on red, just send like an emoji, just be dry as hell, or don't even open it, just delete it. The fact that the question was how to get over a boy, like, you already know that this guy's a boy, so you should already be getting over it, because why would you want someone like that in your life, someone hurting you like that? If you let him in your life, in the end he's just gonna like F you over, because that's what boys do. We are leaving boys behind in 2017. Like, you're doing it, I'm doing it, we're all leaving them in 2017, and in 2018 we're moving on to guys that treat us well, buy us food. Okay, no, not buy us food. Anyone can buy us food, but you know, treat you well, know your worth, and just don't let those boys get into your life. And also, listen to Dua Lipa. Let's just play her song right now. You're gonna tell yourself this. If you're under him, you ain't getting over him. But in all seriousness, getting over a boy, I just feel like you have to know your worth and just know that these guys, like, in their head, their main aim or goal, whatever, is to hurt your feelings. They literally just want your body and they don't even care about your feelings. Know that there are so many other guys out there. It's not just these boys that, you know, creep their way into your emotions and your feelings. What's your absolute biggest pet peeve at the gym? I didn't realize until like last week that I was actually waiting for the squat racks because like someone was using it, and when they were done they told me, they were like, oh yeah, it's all yours, blah blah, and I'm like, oh thanks. But they didn't take the weights off, and there were like so many weights on it, and honestly I thought they were gonna take it off for me because I took one side off and then I thought they were gonna take the other side off, and then when they didn't I was like, oh okay. And then the PT was there as well. I'm sort of friends with the PT. He saw that I didn't take it off and he came up to help me. Not that I didn't help, like I would have done it myself because it's pretty easy to just take it off. The PT came up to me, he was like, oh, I can't believe they didn't take the weights off for you. And I was like, same. Another pet peeve of mine is when someone uses the equipment and they're sweaty as hell and they leave like sweat marks on the gym equipment and they don't wipe it off. Like with me, I normally bring a towel, but when I forget to bring a towel, sometimes I leave like my sweat marks on the equipment, but there's like tissue paper there and water there that you can like clean it with, and for those who don't clean it off, I'm just like, and I gotta clean it myself, have to like touch their sweat. That's one of my gym pet peeves. What was your history of becoming friends with Tamira and Shanice? Okay guys, get your popcorn out because this is gonna be a long story. No, not really. Okay, so let's start off with Tamira. I met Tamira during primary school, so I've been her friend since probably year 4, year 5. Yeah, around year 4, year 5. I was friends with Tamira during primary school. We were like best friends in primary school. We literally went out so much. Like we were like in year 6 and we were like catching the bus, catching the T-way, going shopping. Like me thinking back at how young I was, I don't even know why I was even catching a bus at that age. I was so little, I was so young, like I could have gotten kidnapped. I don't think we had any classes together in primary school. I think we became really close during like sports because we played the same sport like OzTag, touch, and we were really into that. I don't think I was in any of her classes, but we were like best friends. And then in high school, I sort of drifted away from her, and we did have a bit of like conflict in high school, like during year 7, year 8, but it was literally so stupid and we were both just so like immature and stuff. And then I'm pretty sure we became close again in year 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, and like now I'm still her best friend. Tamira is basically like my childhood friend. I feel like she's the main friend that I grew up with. Like we experienced all these weird stages together. Shanice. This is a very interesting story. So me and Shanice met in high school, and in year 7 and 8, we didn't really like each other. Like we didn't even know each other, right? But I'm pretty sure we heard like things about each other, and then we were just like, nah, I don't think she's someone I would get along with. Like we didn't hate each other, but I think we disliked each other when we didn't even know each other. Like girl, like Shanice, if we got to know each other, we would have clicked, got into our little bubble in year 7. And I'm pretty sure towards the end of year 8, guys, I found out that Shanice was my cousin. Like I am related to Shanice. We have like some sort of blood in us that makes us related because her mum and my dad, they're like far cousins, which makes me and Shanice far cousins. Like when I found out we were cousins, I was like mind blown. I was like, holy crap. And at this point we still weren't friends. I just found out she was my cousin, and I can't remember how I told her. I'm pretty sure I did tell her, or maybe I'm not too sure if I told her, but I know that my sister and her brother were in the same group, so I'm pretty sure my sister told her brother. Wow, hair is on me. And then Lachlan probably told Shanice. And then once we found out we were cousins, like I think we were already talking then, like we were sort of already friends maybe, I'm not too sure. I really got close to Shanice in year 9 because we had classes together, and then ever since then we were just like really close friends. Oh wait, I actually remember the first time I hung out with her was, I think we went to dinner or something, because me and Shanice both had a friend that was friends with both of us, and then that friend brought both of us to dinner, and then I think that's when I first officially met Shanice, even though she went to my school, but I sort of got to know her then, and then we just kept hanging out. And I feel like the day I got like hella close to her was when I went over to her house for the first time, because we had like a science project to do together. Ever since then, our relationship just blossomed. That's how I became friends with Shanice and Tamira, and it's always like us three that hang out, and I'm pretty sure that Shanice and Tamira became close because I was friends with both of them, and then every time I would go out, I would bring both of them, and then that's how they became close. How long did it take you to be able to lift as much as you do? Well, I've been gymming for over a year now, and with me, I don't really try to lift heavy because I'm not like a power lifter or anything. I just feel like every single time I go to the gym, I try to lift heavier. But as of recently, I've been trying to do more reps and just focusing on my form and technique, because I realized that like back then when I used to try to squat like really heavy, my form wasn't right at all and I wasn't going low enough. But yeah, I've been gymming for like over a year now, so I guess that's the answer. Experience on meal prep. I actually haven't meal prepped in like 2 weeks. My experience in meal prepping, I love meal prepping so much because I have like meals prepared for me every time I go to work and then also after the gym. So it helps me eat healthier as well. It really helps with my skin because I break out so much, and when I'm eating clean, it helps with my skin. I feel better about my body, so mentally I feel better, and also physically I feel like when I really meal prep and focus on eating clean, I do see a bit of like abs action happening, but that's when I'm eating like really clean. Meal prepping really helps if you have like a busy lifestyle. It's not just like meal prepping if you go to the gym. You can meal prep for like work, for school, stuff like that. But for me, I meal prep mainly to eat healthier, and it's just quicker for me as well when I go work. What motivates you for the gym? I feel like it's not motivation at this stage because I'm at the stage in my life where I feel like gym is a part of my not daily routine because I don't go every day, but it's a part of my lifestyle now. So if I don't go gym, I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, what am I doing? But I feel like at the beginning, when I first started gym, the thing that motivated me was seeing progress. So when I get stronger, once I start seeing progress, it motivates me to go to the gym more and try to lift heavier. And also my friends, when they compliment me saying that my legs are looking more toned, blah blah, and that motivates me. How long did it take you to notice results / a change in your body after working out plus healthy diet? Yeah, honestly, the first few months when I started gym, I didn't see progress at all. I feel like because I wasn't consistent enough, I wasn't training hard enough. But then towards the end of last year, that's when I saw a lot of my progress happening. I was wondering, are your parents apart? You never mentioned your dad. Yes, they are. My parents are divorced. They got divorced when I was like pretty young. And yeah, that's why you guys never seem to see my dad in like any of the vlogs and stuff, because I don't live with him. And yeah, they got divorced when I was like in year 3, so it was ages ago, guys. I still do see him though, but I don't see him as often. Like when I was little, I used to see him quite a lot, like every like 2 weeks or every like weekend. But I've realized that as I grow older, I don't see him as much. The only time I do see him is when we have like big family gatherings, when we all go to like my grandma's house for like Christmas, New Year's, and that's when we would see each other. That's why you guys don't see him as often. And yeah, I hardly ever talk about it. It's not, if you were filthy rich, what are the first 3 things you would do with the money? Growing up, my mum always taught me that if you win the lottery or if you get a whole heap of money, always give half to charity or always give some to charity. So I feel like if I was filthy rich, I'd really want to help out a few charities. I'm not just saying this, but honestly, my mum has been saying that growing up. Second thing I would do is probably help my mum out because I owe the world to her, because she raised me, supported me, stuff like that, gave me a shelter to live under. And the last thing I'll do is obviously something for myself. Buy a house, buy a car, go on a holiday. Oh wait, no, that's like too many things. I'll probably go on a holiday first. Would you ever get a tattoo? If so, what of? I actually really do want a tattoo, but I don't want to get it until I'm like 110% sure that I want it, because I'm very indecisive. I don't want anything big. I like those little dainty ones. So just like the little ones there and like the ones on your fingers. I'm into those kind of tattoos. But I haven't really come across anything that I really want or love. So I'm still waiting for that. I just want to make sure I'm making the right decision first before I get it, before I get it like inked on me. If you could ask your future self a question, what would it be? When I read this question earlier, I honestly did not know how to answer this question. It was like literally hurting my brain. So I asked my friend and he said that he would ask himself if he was happy. I feel like I would ask myself that as well, because in the future, the main thing that I want to be is happy. It doesn't matter what job I have, what I'm doing with my life, where I'm living, or who my friends are. I just want to be happy. I would also probably ask myself like how many kids I would have. I don't know. I feel like that's a cool question. I also got some questions about like traveling. So it was, what's your next travel destination and what country would you like to visit one day? The other day I was talking to Tamira and Shanice, and we were thinking about going Greece end of this year, and I really hope it happens. That would honestly be such a good holiday. We haven't really finalized anything, but we've spoken about it and we all seem pretty keen for Greece. And what country would you like to visit one day? I honestly want to visit every single country. I want to travel the world. I feel like everyone wants to travel the world. But the one place I want to visit is New York City. I feel like I'm such a city girl. Imagine going to New York during New Year's. Like, that would be so freaking cool. What are 3 things that make you happy? Food makes me very happy. Wow, English. Food makes me really happy. I love having company, so like spending time with my friends makes me really happy. And the 3rd thing that makes me happy is probably people who I can really relate to. They're very motivating and driven. I love that's sort of like friends and company. Okay, let me pick another thing that makes me happy. To be real, I feel like money would make me happy. People say that like money doesn't bring you happiness, but I feel like it sort of does in a way, because if I had money, I would be able to do all these things that would make me happy. So that's it for part 2 of the Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys got to know a little bit more about myself during part 1 and part 2 of the Q&A. If you guys want to see more Q&As, please let me know. That is it for the Q&A videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up to let me know, and feel free to leave anything in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It is the red button on my channel, and also turn on the bell post notification button as well to get notified every single I can't even talk. Every single time I do post a video. I will see you guys hopefully very soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!